Mm. Mm. What? What? uh, she wanted the money and she ended up in a box. Okay, so what am I doing? Why do I do this? Um, because you like it. No. Uh, bringing my own flavour of insanity. Bringing it. Really bringing it. Uh, to be honest, right, I can understand why people wouldn't want watch my videos. I mean, like, it's triggering. Um, yeah, it's triggering. Because, like, and I'm thinking of Jeffree Star because how do I describe him? You see, because, like, it's hard for me because um, I learnt very early that with trans, right, it's about how they dress. Ah, right, so he's a woman then. Yeah. But he's not on hormones or anything like that, but he's a woman. And it's similar with me, you know. People get triggered because they're like, how does, like, they're just like, how? You know, how? I mean, if I stick to Jeffree Star, because I find it difficult with myself, you know, how, how is he a woman? You know, how? How did it happen? How, you know, how? How is he a woman? How? Um, and, so it's 8 o'clock, right? I've been up for 2 hours. Oh, good. I've been up for 2 hours. That's good. Um, because, like, I was thinking, it's early, right? And, you know, what am I do? What am I do? You know, go out early and I just want to hold that for a minute. And I think the answer to that is that I need to be around people, and that's what I'm craving, really. Um, I mean, I can sit here on my own. Um, it's just it's weird because, you know, when I think about who I used to be, I was saying in this other video, and this is a trigger warning here, so, you know, and it's actually weird putting trigger warnings in because nobody no nobody, this is generally speaking, right? Nobody triggers someone and they know they're going to trigger someone. That's not how it works. I mean, if they knew they were going to trigger someone, they just wouldn't do it. I mean, who would? You know, who does that? You know, the Goldbergs. Who who would trigger someone? And it's literally no one would trigger. Who would do that? Yeah, I wouldn't do it. You know, actually, I did. This girl was triggering people on purpose, and, like, oh my goodness, she was. She took the whole bus out, including me. You know, um, she took the whole bus out, saying, like, how she enjoyed sex. Yeah, and it was really triggering. Yeah, But so like, what a bitch. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what I was talking about. Don't even know what I was talking about. Oh my God. That's just completely, I don't even know. I don't even know. What a bitch. So yeah, nobody would trigger someone. So yeah, I'm talking about a trigger warning. Okay, my mind is starting to come back after that. Yeah, after that slight distraction, my mind is coming back. Um, so I don't even know. I mean, I was talking to my mum. Yeah, I ring her every morning at like 7:30, and I want to be careful here talking about my mum because this is about beliefs, to be honest. And I find it hard because I suffer from psychosis, and it's hard for me to believe in anything like magical because I really, really do not want to believe in anything magical. I mean, it is hard because a person has to. A person has to because, like, if you don't, then, how can anybody even live without feeling, there's, you know what I mean? No, you don't, do you? You don't. How how can anybody even live without believing in like magical things? Anyway, so like having psychosis, it's like I fucking don't want to believe in anything like strange or wonderful. I mean, because I'm scared. I'm scared of losing my mind, to be honest. Yeah, I'm scared of losing my mind. So, yeah, there's two sides to me. There's a side that doesn't want to know any of that shit, and there's a side that, yeah. Jeez. And what I'm feeling, is there like an emotion of depression? Is it like actually an emotion? Um, Depression, is it an emotion? Because I feel it. I feel it like it's an emotion. Um, I'm just gonna cover myself up. I don't want to look at the screen. No. I got myself in the front there and I'm like, jeez. Um, yeah. So, may as well talk about triggers because it was funny. It was, it was, I laughed hard, So I was talking to my mum, yeah, and she was saying how, like, because of the internet, everybody just says what they're feeling. They just say it. They don't think before they say it. They just say it. Um, and I can relate to that, and I know I do it myself. Like this woman, I said, nice ass, she had got a nice ass. And then a mate goes, you have got a nice ass. And like, it's difficult because the sexual things do come out. People say more sexual things and comments than they say anything else. Which is weird. And, I understand that that's a very heavy topic. Very heavy, and people, I guess, I don't know. I mean, people find it offensive. I find it offensive. Well, to be honest, I think what it is that I've got an itch. I always itch down there. What is it about that area of my body? Always itches. Oh, my phone is sinking into the duvet. Um, I think what it is that people find it triggering at first, or that that's my story anyway. I found it very triggering at first. People talking about sex, I thought they had bad intentions. I mean, I'll be real about that. Because that's how I felt, and I'm not ashamed of feeling that way. I'm not. It's how I love myself, and that's how I felt. And it was really hard because it was painful and it was really, really scary, really frightening because, I don't want to go into it too much, but I really felt like people had bad, bad intentions towards me, and that hurts, because people are lovely, and to feel this way about them, it just hurts because they didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve, I didn't deserve it. Um, and I went ape shit one time. I went ape shit. And, yeah. I mean, I don't even know because psychosis, right? Um, I don't want psychosis. I'm not interested in psychosis. I have to take medication because of psychosis. And, I think it's just a lot better to not want the psychosis in the first place. And I'm uncomfortable AF sitting against this wall. I am. Um, yeah. And I know you're probably feeling uncomfortable because, and I should ask permission because the camera is really, really close. I know the lens makes things look further away than they are, but it's really close and really intimate. And I should ask permission for that, to hold the camera that close. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, around the feelings that I had that made me cry, you know, to be honest, I need to hold you further away. Being triggered, or literally, I know this is hard for anybody to believe, but being triggered all yesterday from 8 in the morning till 5 at night, triggered all day. I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful because, yeah, and I mean, I think people like it. I've just taken my sock off. I think people like it being triggered. And the reason I say that is because look at The Walking Dead. And I think there's something sexual about violence, to be honest. Because after watching Walking Dead, I felt dead Randy. Oh, my foot. So, yeah. How long have I been on this video? But yeah, like on the subject of people liking to be triggered. I mean, people wouldn't watch it if they didn't want to be triggered. It's it's the heaviest violence ever. You know, it's the oops. Let's do it like that. It's the heaviest violence ever. It really is. And I think, to be honest, you know, I'm thinking about the younger people, you know, really, because I don't know, I just am. I mean, and I know that's ageist, but generally, I think it's probably true that younger people like to be triggered. Because it's movement, it's life, it's something, you know, it's feeling, at least a person is feeling something. And like you you can imagine like a kid going, "I'm fucking triggered," and everyone's just pointing at him, going, "You're so triggered, you're so triggered, yo yo yo." I mean, like taking the piss out of him, ha ha, triggered, 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 triggered. You know, you know, that's really the sort of vibe that I'm talking about. You're so triggered, da 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 da. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, A Dark Night of the Soul, right, this is just the spiel, okay? And I'm not trying to like make my video with other people's content, but in fact, okay, I don't want to do it. I don't want to sort of deviate, deviate onto like other people's shit, to be honest. You know, that is hopefully and truthfully, that is a different kind of content to what I do. That is not my content. I mean, my content at the moment is talking about triggers, but like you can only talk about triggers so much, to be honest. So I rang my mom. So I've been up 2 hours, yeah, and I rang my mom, and I'm thinking of making this video like half an hour long. That gives me another 5 minutes. I mean, what's relevant, it's still relevant. I can go back to it because it's still relevant, is like the vibes. Yeah, so, you know, I was getting triggered. And then, to be honest, or to be real, there's only one way to deal with, there's only one way to deal with, triggers, and that's to get triggered some more. That's really the only way to deal with it. So, like, yesterday I was on my period, yeah, and It's what it is that it's a different awareness. You know, I don't know how my mind can hold a different awareness. I mean, surely I'm me, you know, I'm me, and how can me change, for one day a month? But me does change on that day. And I think it's really dope. I mean, feeling that people are like coming on to me and there's this real sexual vibe and like it's like, ah, you blew it kind of vibe, and I'm like, no. Again and again and again, oh, it's just so amazing. um and that's a heavy and yeah, it's about anatomy, and it's about evolution, and it's about the woman. The woman as a woman has always been, a woman has always been a woman. A woman has always, as long as there have been like proper human women, there have been like periods, and there have been like this, again, I don't want to bring in like other people's content into my video, to be honest. But that's how it feels. It's to do with like the evolved woman. It's like a throwback to I don't even know. I mean, why? Well, I think, I mean, look at it this way, right? And maybe this is very true, but I'd say to do drugs for me, right, once a month is, mm, um, but I don't need to do drugs once a month because I got my period. You ladies know that's for real. Yeah, it's like being on a drug. Just acting crazy. Being scared. I'm being scared that someone's going to come up to me and someone is going to own me. Someone is literally going to own me. Is the fear. When I'm on my period, own me like sexually, or own me financially, or literally own um own my body, own my life, own my body, um own everything about me, and I'll be um trapped and prisoned by someone who just comes into my life and steals me, takes control of me, owns me, won't let me go, makes all my decisions for me, treats me horribly, and like there's no getting away from him or her, there's no escape, those kinds of feelings are my energy when I'm on my period. And I know for everybody it's different. People have different insecurities or whatever. But that's how it is. And yeah, so I'm going to end this video here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.